My name is Dr. Sarah Kohl, and I'm currently running a business called Sarah Kohl MD, which is trying to help individuals harness the power of digital medicine so that they can take charge of their own health. And the world of medicine is really changing very, very fast, and it's kind of exciting to see the new stuff coming along, and that excites me, and I want to share it with people. And it's really it's exciting to be able to find new ways to deliver the message of good health. At first I just wanted to jump in and make my course, and I thought, I'll find out which WordPress plugins will be the best, and like how many videos and audios and PDFs, and like who's the best graphic artist to help me get everything out, because I had so much stuff in here that I just really wanted to share with everybody. But you start at the beginning and you start to develop the long term. This isn't about like having one quick course that you just make a little bit of oomph. This is about being really impactful long term. And so you really need to spend the time, which I have to admit, I didn't know how to do market research. I know how to do medical research, but I don't know how to do market research. So people spent enough time with me to explain with me how to actually look into the different places I can find information, places where people are talking about topics that of interest. I knew stuff within my own industry, but I didn't know how to look sort of out on the interwebs to figure it all out. So the reason why I'm a big fan of Course Builder's Laboratory is because the process is explained. It isn't just a buy my plugin or make this quick course and I guarantee you in like 5 steps to get your course off the ground. It's actually trying to figure out how you can be impactful and how you can really influence other people and how you can really help other people. And you can only do this if you take the time to find out what people really want. And think about different ways that you can deliver that. Think about, you have to learn new things. You can see that I'm a little bit older and I have grown children. So I had to learn marketing, and I had to learn market research, I should say. I had to learn market research. I had to learn how the world works nowadays. I understood the interwebs in a very superficial way. I'm the target, and I see a lot of marketing come at me, but I didn't really know what was in the background of that. So I started out trying to help other doctors add travel medicine services to their existing general medical practice, because I found that patients wanted their doctors to do this service. They didn't want to go to the specialist. It's not that hard for generalists to add this to their service. So I thought, yeah, I'll sign a course. I'll join the Course Builder's Laboratory and figure out like how to actually do an online course, because it seemed like a perfect fit. But the more and more research I found out, because I really didn't know how to do market research until I joined the course, I found out that the people who were my target didn't really want to learn this stuff. And so the problem is that even though there might be a need or an opportunity here, they didn't want what I was offering. And so that unfortunately is not a businessman plan. And so I had to really think things over. So one thing about it being in medicine is you have to be extremely resilient and resiliently persistent, because you will not make it through the training programs if you are neither of those. And then this industry is changing very fast. And in order to stay active as a clinician, you have to constantly be learning and trying new things. I actually really love to learn things. I was really, really disappointed but what I really love, nobody wanted. It took me a while. I mean, it hurt to figure out that I wanted to share all this stuff, and people were like, not really. So, but then I started thinking, this is still fun, and I really like the process, and I sort of tapped into why I wanted to do it in the first place, which was I really wanted to help people on it and to use new tools and techniques. And I thought, let me just look around and see what else I might do. I kept getting asked actually about this particular issue about, do I know a good app for this? Or how could I, as a clinician, use digital healthcare to deliver better services in my office? And I've been invited to speak at several international conferences on that exact topic. And one day the light bulb went off, and I'm like, maybe I should look into this. And so now I've actually circled around, and I'm actually in the middle of the market research, so I really don't know exactly what this is going to look like, but I'm sure there's something there, and I'm more patient with the process. Before, I was trying to sort of push and really exert my own will on something that didn't want to be pushed around. And now I'm finding that through market research, by just capturing ideas and the exact language that people use and their exact frustrations and what they what's really bothering them. I can sort of figure out how to position myself better. Yeah, it's like yesterday, fear was gripping me. So that's the problem. It's like you start into something new, and then you're like, fear takes over. Like, can I do this? Am I good enough? Who are you to do this? And then one of the things that was really emphasized in the course is you don't have to be the world's expert in this. You just have to know something a little bit more than the people you're trying to help. And in medicine, the way we train is you have to know almost everything when you get out onto before you get out, and you're so well trained, you know a lot of stuff. You know how to fix a lot of things before you even set foot in the doctor's office. But so it's very intimidating to not know everything about the internet, everything. I don't know everything about market research. I don't know everything about best practices for teaching and things like that, but I know enough. And as a result of the course, I learned even more, and I know I have access to the resources to figure the rest of it out. Like, so when I'm stuck somewhere, I can actually go ahead and contact one of the students or contact my coach or look over the videos or the audios that we got with the course. I mean, I just feel like there's all these resources to help you, because boy, fear bubbles up all the time. Like, oh my gosh, am I good enough? What will they say? Who am I? That kind of thing. So I don't know. It's just crazy how it kind of gets in your head. It's like a real head game. Yeah, I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what this turns into. But what I know now is it's a process. You don't just force yourself out there. You have to give in to what the tribe wants. There's a lot of courses out there about how to make courses, and there are a lot of organizations out there, and they always just seem to want to take your money, and they don't really care whether you're successful. This is an organization that really cares that you're successful and really wants you to be impactful. And you get the sense you're working with honest people that are really value quality, people who really want to really genuinely want to help. I didn't feel like this was like a one and done thing. I felt really supported, which is not the same as other experiences I've had. So I must say, it's a great organization to work with.